But whoever made the chili, it was really good. Really, really good. Everything was good. Good to good to be here with everybody, to fellowship and to worship. It's my favorite day. I'm sure it's your favorite day too. You know, there's a story of a man who was out on a ledge of a building, and he just had it with his life, and he was going to jump, but his friend went up to and went out on the ledge with him. And his friend went out on the ledge with him. He had said to his friend, "There's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could do to get me from jumping." And so he stays up there with them, and with encouraging words, he was able to get his friend out of that building, out of that ledge, and to help save his life. You know, what do we do when we encourage somebody? What takes place when we have an encouraging word, when we're there with them? Well, really, it's we bring them courage. That's what we're doing. We're helping to bring courage into whatever they're going through. When we look at the Bible, and Moses was charged by God to encourage Joshua. We see that in Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 38, and also in chapter 3 and verse 28. When Isaiah wrote the prophetic passage telling about the rebuilding of the temple, he described what would happen in these words in Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 7. If you want to turn there, I will pause for a few moments. But in Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 7, about that rebuilding of the temple, he stated this: "So the craftsman encourages the smelter, and he who smooths metal with a hammer encourages him who beats the anvil, saying of the soldering, it is good. And he fastens it with nails so that it will not totter." Isaiah 41 and verse 7. God expects us, each and every one of his people, to be people of encouragement, to encourage others, to exhort others. You know, we think of Barnabas, and Barnabas was called the son of exhortation. Barnabas actually encouraged Paul when Saul became the Apostle Paul, and he helped him. He encouraged him, and we know Paul became one of the greatest preachers ever. You know, besides Jesus Christ, it was Apostle Paul, and there is encouragement there by his friend. What about us? Are we ones that say, "I just don't encourage. I just don't know how to encourage"? We want to be people. Everybody here could say a good word to somebody, and we don't know what people may be going through at the time. Well, you may not know them. You may be at the store. You may be somewhere. Somebody may even not treat you too great. There'd be something going on in their life. How are we going to respond to that? Are we going to give them an uplifting, encouraging word? Are we going to be there for them? Because God expects each and every one of us to do that. So let's, as we leave here and as we live our life, let's go through our life and try to be like Barnabas. Try to do something for someone, because we never know. It could be somebody who is about to jump off that ledge. And it might not just be something that they're trying to take their life. It could be other things that just by your smile, just by your kindness, just by lending your ear to them, that could change their whole day. That could actually change their whole life. So let's remember that and be those who encourage people, because we know that's how Christ walked. That's how his disciples were taught to be the light of others also and to help others. The lesson is yours today. If you need to respond to the invitation, come as we stand and we sing the invitation song. I will say this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice